I'm at Paranal in Chile, home to the world's largest optical telescope, and here it is. Surprisingly, it's called the Very Large Telescope. This is 2,600 metres above sea level, which means that the air's a bit thin and I'm a bit breathless, but it's the driest place on Earth, which makes it the very best place in the world from which to look at the universe. Travelling up through the inhospitable Atacama Desert to the Very Large Telescope, or VLT, I realised what an extreme and ambitious project this is. It cost £300 million to build the VLT up here at Paranal. They must have been expecting to see something pretty amazing. These images from the VLT are the finest pictures of the cosmos you can get from anywhere on Earth. Amazing views of exploded stars, close-ups of the planets of our solar system, and mysterious dark clouds of dust. One huge first for the VLT is this. Just a couple of blobs, but it's the first direct view of a planet orbiting a sun outside our solar system. This place is about stretching what we can know about the most distant reaches of the universe. It's something we've been trying to do for years. The ancient astronomers looked for patterns in the stars, constellations that, although they crossed the sky, seemed to stay the same shape. And then they looked for patterns in time, because the constellations would come back after a period, and that was a year. And so they felt they were tuning in with the universe. Using just their eyes, astronomers worked out an amazing amount about how the universe worked, including the laws by which the planets go round the sun. But to discover what the universe is needed something else, a way of seeing more than you can with the naked eye. And that first happened in 1608. The telescope made a fantastic difference to astronomy. It didn't just make things bigger and closer, it allowed us to see things that had been invisible before. So the Milky Way, instead of just a smear in the sky, became separate stars. And then there were planets, and they had moons. And then there were strange clouds of glowing dust and curious structures that turned out to be galaxies. Almost as soon as telescopes were invented, a race began to see further, to see fainter objects, to see them in more spectacular detail. It was also a race to build the world's largest telescope, a race that has ended up here at the VLT. When they said it was very large, I hadn't appreciated just how big. The VLT is actually 4 huge telescopes, plus 4 smaller ones. Each of the 4 main telescopes weighs 400 tons. At one time it was thought 4 metres was as big as you could make a mirror, but thanks to new technology, at 8.2 metres, these are the biggest single-piece mirrors in the world. The bigger the mirror, the smaller the thing it can see. A big mirror also gathers more light, letting you see very faint objects at the edge of the universe, like the most distant galaxy ever recorded, discovered by the VLT in 2004.